Hilltoppers win it. Base hit and your game winner. Our coverage this week of Senior Week continues from the Luke Urban Fieldhouse this evening. Durfee Boys Volleyball hosting Braintree. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud, joined by Kelly Bullier once again for the match. It is senior night tonight, Kelly. 5 graduates to be.
Yeah, it's great. Love senior night.
Such a great tradition here. You know, we saw it last night with softball. The Lady Hilltoppers got a big win against Diamond to end the season. Tonight, the boys, though, they need this win. Right now, the power rankings have them in the tournament, but at 9-9, they still need that 10th win.
Yeah, it's super exciting. These last couple matches are always the toughest, and especially with the power rankings now that you're on kind of that cusp. But being 9-9, that will definitely help them out if they can take tonight. And even if they were to lose tomorrow and be 10-10, they're still in. Whether or not they're in that kind of power ranking status, they're still in. Even with like a preliminary round, they can still get in that way. So,
Exactly, and of course Braintree is a higher division opponent, so even with the loss today, it wouldn't necessarily hurt.
Right. The power rankings now with being going up against another D1 school, that always helps. If we were losing to a school that was like a D2 or a D3, that'll definitely kind of bring them down. So this will be a good one to take, definitely.
Well, the Hilltoppers played yesterday right here, and they swept Taunton, a team that beat them in the playoffs a few years back. So that was a big win to get them to 9-9. We're looking for number 10 tonight. Stay with us. Live senior night coverage next.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Welcome back, everybody, inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. Evan Massoud and Kelly Bullier with you for senior night here. Boys volleyball. Durfee hosting Braintree. And you see the coin toss happening right now, going to determine who has possession first. But then, right after the coin toss, we'll honor the 5 seniors to be, or 5 seniors to graduate, I should say, on this team. And we're very much looking forward to a quick ceremony here pregame. You know, Coach Brendan Kelly likes to keep it brief because, you know, Brendan is superstitious, right? We gotta,
yes.
Right? No interruption in the routine, right? So, but Kelly, I mean, I know you've gotten to know these players here, and they've, you know, been on the team for a number of years now, you know, multi-year players, and they're going to be missed. It's a big group that's graduating.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Got some really good players. All of them, I'm pretty sure almost all of them, maybe 4 of them have been here since their freshman year.
Right, and that spring was the COVID spring, so they missed the season.
Yeah.
This is the group that missed their first season as freshmen.
Yep.
So we're going to turn it over to Coach Chris Policino on the public address announcer here for this pregame ceremony. So take it away, Chris.
Before we start tonight's activities, we'd like to recognize the 2023 seniors for both teams for the visiting Braintree Womps, number 10, Wilson Lynn. Good job. All right, congratulations, congratulations. Now, for our Durfee Hilltoppers, we would like to take a moment to congratulate you on your accomplishments. Thank you for your commitment and Durfee pride during your time with the boys volleyball program. We wish you good luck and success for your future. Number 16, Anthony Jacobs, with parents Anthony Jacobs and Liz Noguera. Number 3, Captain Jack Govin, accompanied by parents Kristen and Paul Govin, along with sisters Catherine and Claire Govin. Number 5, Captain Anthony Granum, accompanied by mother Natalie Granum. Number 6, Captain Brady Lavoie, accompanied by mother Kate Lavoie. And finally, number 7, Dante Amaral, is accompanied by his coaches. Congratulations to all our seniors.
So that'll conclude the pregame ceremony. Kelly and I will have live volleyball right after the break. Stay with us here on Fred TV. Off. Back to Romero. Romero forges ahead. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Coming in, you're really scared. You might be a little nervous, but I think being a part of a team gives you friends who can come with you all the way through high school, and then coaches looking out for you. I think as an athlete, you can improve and learn the art of dedication.
That shot taken. Cadet will take the shot and score.
Hard work pays off. For my freshman year, starting off hardly knowing anything about sports to now my junior year, having almost all the school records in track and field. I feel like this school shows a lot of opportunities in classrooms and out of classrooms.
Durfee on 3! 1, 2, 3, Durfee!
High flip to Espinal. Open 3. Got it! Big time hit from Granum.
Durfee has such a great community, such great pride, we're people who love to be here, we love to compete, we love to play, and it's such a great opportunity.
Corralled by Camara, full steam ahead. Weaving through traffic, takes the shot, and it's good! Camara coast to coast.
I've made a lot of great friends playing sports. I really appreciate how it fosters a community amongst all of the athletes, even in between sports seasons.
Good pass up the field, gets some good backspin on it, and it is a loose ball shot, and it's good to tie it. It's good! Medeiros on the PK.
You have a lot of support and a lot of people around you. It's a good environment, especially the sports teams.
Great. O'Connell with the three, and the lead is over 30.
I know how much pride it takes to be a topper, so it made me work harder so I can be more successful.
It's really great to just be able to learn accountability, reliability, just getting involved in school, and I feel like the best way to do that is to join a sport.
In the air in a deep left field. Coppola heading back at the wall. It's gone! 3-run home run for Montilla, and it's a 2-run game. It's time for spring cleaning. The city is rolling out an updated street sweeper schedule. Beginning in April, 4 phases of street sweeping will be implemented across 12 neighborhoods. Each phase represents 1 week of each month. For example, the streets in Phase 1 will be addressed in Week 1 of every month. Curb-to-curb access is essential as drivers may make several passes. Please avoid parking during posted times on new signage in your neighborhood. Parking restrictions are just a few hours, similar to a parking ban during a snowstorm. Questions may be directed to the Department of Community Maintenance at 508-324-2584 or the Mayor's Office at 508-324-2600. A map highlighting all sectors will be posted on the city's website and social media pages. Thank you for your cooperation in keeping our city clean. Welcome back, everybody, to the field house. We are ready for volleyball as the Braintree Womps are here to square off against the Durfee Hilltoppers. Evan Massoud and Kelly Bullier with you. This is a rematch from back on May 5th. Durfee beat Braintree in that one on the road in 5 sets. So that was a big win at the time for Durfee. They're sitting at 9-9, which we talked about in the Open a little while ago before the pregame ceremony, Kelly. Regardless of the power rankings, if they win tonight, they're in.
Yes. Yep.
So that's all that matters is tonight. So.
Mm-hmm.
the video here as we get set for the match. Our officials just making sure the rotations are good. Durfee won the toss, so they're going to be going first. And they'll have the ball first to serve. It's a good serve to get us started. The video you saw, all the different sports and some of the testimonials from our athletes, that is the newest Durfee Athletics recruitment video. It's a culmination of a year's worth of work, because all these games that we broadcast here live, I'm wearing the headset. I can't be roaming around, you know? So I try to pick 1 or 2 games a year that we're not doing live, where I can show up with the camera and work the sidelines, you know, or the side court or whatever, you know. And, you know, we got a lot of new footage this year. There's still a little bit to be updated, you know, like with next year, with softball being back on campus next year, you know, stuff like that. Little changes. Baseball as well. We didn't have like any on the field shots. You know, we only had, you know, broadcast footage, but it is current from this year. That home run there from Montilla. You know, we'll add to this next year. It's a fluid piece, but you know, I know that athletic director Brad Bussett is really happy to have something new, and you know, it's nice to see something come together after bits and pieces being worked on throughout the whole year. So, and that'll help us freshen up our broadcast intros coming into the next school year as well. So, because it's all new footage. So, fun times, and the fields look unbelievable.
Oh,
my gosh, so exciting. You know, we're still, I wish I could tell you folks live that we have an answer about Thursday's final baseball game of the regular season. Unfortunately, we don't yet. There's a meeting tomorrow morning. So check back with us on our Facebook page tomorrow in the morning, our Facebook page here where we live stream Fred TV Sports. We'll have an update for you probably early afternoon as to whether or not we'll have our first game on the new field, which is the regular season finale tomorrow, Thursday rather.
Nice.
It would be great. So the weather is just fantastic all week. We had great weather for softball yesterday. The Lady Hilltoppers getting it done.
Nice.
Big time swing there by Milford, working that corner as Durfee takes the lead back. But baseball needs a home game. Gosh, baseball needs a home game. So, and the field, I mean, I can tell you these fields just look. The drone, I'm not going to lie, probably has better eyesight than the two of us. It's the footage, what you're seeing is just incredible. But standing down there, though, on the fields and seeing it and walking on it after, you know, knowing how muddy the baseball field was and how bad the stadiums were and that they were at the end of their life, the usable life. This is just such a huge improvement and a necessary one. You know, grass fields, they have to be repaired over time, resodded or whatnot. Well, the same goes for artificial. Nothing lasts forever. This is stuff that's sitting out in the elements, you know, 24/7, 365. And no matter what, it's going to get worn out at some point. I mean, look at the Patriots. They replaced their field too. They're the pros. It's the same thing down here. It's a safety thing too. So, you know, those fields, the stadium fields were put in my senior year, 2007.
Really?
So, yeah. So it's been that long. You know, they were ready for the fall of 2007 after I had graduated. So here we are. We're going into fall 2023, you know, this September. That's 16 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
When I started working here.
Oh, there you go. So, I mean, it needed to be done. I'm very happy that the school department was able to get it done quicker than we expected, because I know, you know, it's been a fluid project, obviously, throughout, you know, and this goes back to last year in the planning phases of it. So it's really exciting stuff, and I'll tell you, the broadcasts are going to be that much better now that we can see the lines next fall and know where the down markers are and where the pocket is. And
they
oh
look
my
phenomenal, though. They look phenomenal. We've been out in the backfield for phys ed, and it's oh, it's great.
So exciting. So yeah, and we've been trying to get you as Granham puts it down on the court. We were talking pregame. Anthony is like few others I've seen. It's like there's a springboard underneath him. He gets so high, and
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, and I think I said it the last broadcast against New Bedford. It's a prime example that you do not need to be 6'3" to play this game.
No,
you
no.
just need to be able to swing and have the right mechanics and leap, and
Yes,
that he can do.
That kid can jump. I haven't seen an athlete that jumps. I feel like he should be doing some high jump or something in the winter track season.
But it's not just too that he jumps; he hangs up there.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
It's really impressive. He's come a long way, and we
has.
mentioned earlier that this group when they were freshmen they didn't have a season because everything shut down.
Right.
So this is the end of the the COVID freshmen, really, the whole COVID group of students that experienced that shutdown. This is that class, the last class of it. Anybody else had just come into the building, after that and had to adjust and whatnot. But, it's, we're lucky that the sports we didn't lose too much, even though we lost the season there in that spring. And
but everyone else, I think, got to play.
Like everybody adapted. And
girls volleyball played in that kind of off season.
The bubble season,
in February, but we still got to play. So
you still got to play. Even football had a shorter season. I still wish we had Jason Hall for 10 games that year. He probably would have broke some records in football. But but that's okay. They still got to play, and I'll tell you, having the Durfee New Bedford game in April instead of on a cold Thanksgiving morning was not a bad thing, okay? It wasn't that bad of a thing. It wasn't traditional, but it was very nice to have a spring football game, let me tell you. But, looking back, our first full season, full school year with, no restrictions since the pandemic, no mask wearing, nothing. And it's been, it feels like 2019 all over again. Normal. This has really been a good school year. The atmosphere in the school has been great. The sports we've seen some really good, successes this season, some great seasons from individual teams and individual players. So, as it comes, another school year is winding down. We really have a lot to be thankful for, number one. And then we look ahead to next year and we think we're going to have all new facilities basically come next year, and that's just outstanding. Softball, we can tell you, softball is done at Cuss. We had a little celebration pregame when I went over to John Ferreira, the head coach, and I said, John, this is a big day. He says, yeah, it's senior day. I said, no, it's not just that. We are done with Cuss. We're back on campus next year. We're at Durfee in a brand new field, and they're rolling out the turf as we speak.
Oh, really?
The infield is down. The fake dirt, because it's all turf.
Oh, yes, I saw that this morning coming in.
That is down, and we'll get the drone up in the air probably Friday
cool.
at the end of the week, and we'll post some photos of the softball progress, so be on the lookout for that. Same Facebook page, folks. Just shameless plug here. Like and follow us if you haven't after all these years. 13-9. Hey, we saw a great end to JV as well.
Yeah.
I know the athletic department was streaming it in-house. It's on the YouTube channel, Durfee Athletics. But JV was down by about 4 points, and I think
came back.
they went on some kind of like a 10-2 run to end the game, and they ended up sweeping JV. So that was a good win for Durfee to come back in the first match here. And varsity, again, looking for that 10th win, looking for a sweep of the season series against Braintree and to ensure themselves a spot in the tournament. Baseball has had one heck of a last 10 days. We covered Somerset, the game over there on May 10th.
Yep.
So that's going 2 weeks, we'll say. And that was an ugly loss.
Really?
It was, nothing went right for Durfee. They lost, they gave up 9 runs. It was just not good. And we said, now we're going back into the conference. You got BR, you got Brockton, back to back. And it's like, this is not good. They were 4-9 at that point on a 4-game losing streak. They have won their last 4. They swept the conference the second time around, and they finished 5-3 in the SEC.
Oh, wow.
And they moved up the power rankings from the 40s. I think it was 42. As of the weekend, they were number 28.
Really?
So talk about closing it out. They
Nice.
beat
Good for them.
BR on the road as the home team. They beat Brockton on the road as the home team. They beat New Bedford the second time, so they swept New Bedford this year.
Awesome.
And then they came back and they beat Dartmouth.
Oh, nice.
And
That's good to hear.
It's awesome. The first go-around against the conference, honestly, were great games. They were close games. Unfortunately, we didn't see many of them because they were on the road.
Right.
But they were not blowout losses. Every game was a winnable game, which is great.
Yeah.
And to come back and beat BR on the road is really huge because, you had BR last year, and they're the ones that knocked you out of the tournament. So that had to feel good to see them a second time and know that, hey, if you get into the tournament, you might see them again, just like last year. So that was cool to pull off that win and start that little bit of a run there. And it's similar to last year. They closed the season well. Volleyball, same thing.
Right.
Closed the season well. It took some time to get going, but we're seeing some decent finishes here. Softball ended up with 6 wins.
Oh,
That's a
awesome.
good turnaround season for them because the last 2 have been very challenging.
Right.
Offensive production hadn't been there. They're hitting more this year. We're seeing offense. They put 14 runs on the board yesterday.
Nice. That's
You know,
awesome.
they lost to New Bedford 12-8. Well, the first loss was 20-4. So that's
Right,
progress.
right,
You know.
exactly.
So, and most of the team, Brooke Sylvia is the only one that is graduating, the only senior. Everyone else is back next year.
Yep. Yeah.
So I know
That's big.
I know the coaching staff is excited about that too. So I have pretty high expectations for softball next year, and I think they could get into the tournament if just the fundamentals and the pitching. That's the biggest challenge. Is finding consistency. Getting the pitching program. Now you got the hitters, but from a pitching standpoint, they really need an 8th grader, somebody that can come up and kind of be that ace and for 4 years time,
Right,
not just
right.
two years in a row. Kind of like when you had Emma for volleyball. You had a 4-year setter. You didn't have to worry about it, right?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I really hope that we see a freshman or a sophomore kind of get groomed into that pitcher's role that could step up and be a go-to.
Right.
That has been a challenge for Durfee softball the last couple of years. (18-13), Durfee upping their lead to 5.
Yes, starting off very strong this first game.
Serve on its way from, let's see, who was that? Is that Ethan? I can't even see his number. Oh my gosh. No, number 10. No, we don't have on here.
Oh, he actually, he was
Is that a jersey
JV player that just moved up, I believe. So they might have just pulled him up today and.
I think that's what happened. I talked to Brendan earlier today. He says, yeah, no changes. So this must have been a last-minute decision, but had a good serve.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's moving on up. Double touch coming against Garvin, it appeared. Oh, no, Sydney lived. He carried it. Okay. Close. That one wasn't as clear-cut as some of the ones we've seen before. That would, to me,
Yeah.
I thought they were going to call a double
Sometimes
touch, honestly.
He hangs on to that ball a little too long.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I kind of picked up on it there. They didn't call it on him there, but I know what you're saying. It wasn't just a, quick little flip. It's a little more of a
you want to make sure
lip.
it's quick out of the hands.
Yeah.
And you don't kind of bring it down, which we call like a deep dish, I like to call it. They've got to bring it
like
really
like
far down to their forehead almost.
Sure. Yeah.
And then they'll get called for a carry on that.
Gotcha. Good block in front, but it goes out of play. I'll tell you, one thing that has impressed me, particularly in the New Bedford game, I know that match Durfee lost here, but the blocking up front has been outstanding.
Yeah.
And it's gotten better with each match.
They've been doing a great job. They get their hands on everything. Even that last one, although it went out of bounds, they're still touching every single ball up there. Oh, that call was back row attack. So number 3, Jack Govan is the setter. He's actually coming out of the back row. So if he contacts the ball above the height of the net and it goes over, then he would be a back row attack on that.
Gotcha. Yeah. So that's why they called
The
him on
tough
it.
position
It was
for the setter when you get that
Of course.
tough pass. You got to do something with it. You got to try to bring it back onto your side, and he's jumping up there towards the net. So.
Oh, and a
That's a tough
timeout.
one.
Yeah, I mean, and that's obviously that's to your point. It's tough for a setter because the setter's job is to get that ball and get it
Yes,
ready.
yep.
So it's just the natural mindset. Jack's really had a good season though, as the setter, and he's caught the defense off guard a few times too. You know, really taking control of the pace of play, and I've been impressed by that because he was not a 4-year setter.
No,
you know,
no.
so this is a newer role in a sense for him. So he's done that. He's done very well.
And
I know
been,
Matusik has kind of stepped in there as
they've
well.
been kind of running a 6-2 at some points and having Danny Matusik, and Danny hasn't set at all.
No, yeah.
He just has really nice hands, and once in a while, playing in the right side position, he would take, you know, that setter's role quite often, and when Jack was playing defense.
Right.
And they've used him much more this season, and he's doing a great job as well.
And we'll see that probably now with Matusik in the front row. And it's good because Matusik's a junior, so he's going to take over that role next year, most likely.
Right.
Good set there to Milford on the far side. Flips it over. Third touch now for Braintree. Govin plays it. Matusik sets. Granum up the ladder. Soft touch, and he'll get the call. No, Braintree gets the call. He touched the net. They point. Oh, they point to the floor. Maybe he stepped under.
He might have stepped under.
Yeah, on the way down.
That was him, yeah.
So 20-18. And a substitution here. Brady Lavoie coming in. Yeah, good first set here. We've seen, big time hit, big elevation.
When Anthony's on, he's on. He times that right, because sometimes his timing's a little off, and he's very quick. He jumps very high, but you don't want that hang time in volleyball. You want to be meeting that ball in the air, and sometimes he's waiting there, so he's already on his way down sometimes.
Gotcha. Whoa, big time hit.
That was a nice one too.
Wilson Lynn, one of the two captains for Braintree. They have a couple players. He's one of them who's rather tall. They have some good height to them, and
nice big reach there.
Absolutely. The libero for Braintree sending it off. That was Harrison Poe wearing the libero. Actually, it's a black jersey for the libero, just like Durfee's is. Matusik on the serve. Poe plays it. Blocked in front, and
he was under the net.
Yeah, he was under the net. So Durfee with the point, because there was contact on the net for Durfee as well, but I think the under happened before.
Yeah.
But really, 2 fouls there. Flipped over. Oh, almost a collision. Milford sends it towards the back line of the Womps. The set here, big swing, and it's going to sail Anthony Volpe, the other captain. And it is set point for Durfee here in the first. We're going to grab a 1-0 lead with Matusik trying to serve it out. Oh, my goodness.
That was a big hit.
It was a big, it was like off of everybody. Lynn getting up in the air. Hit Milford and De Silva.
Yeah, that was in front of the 10-foot line. that was very nice. That was a great hit.
Like playing whack-a-mole with a spike. That's gonna fall in, and Durfee will take the first set 25-20, and they lead it here 1-0 in this best of 5 match here. Good first set, and I thought both sides looked quite good, Kelly.
Oh yeah, a couple missed serves here and there, but really that was about it. It's things that they can clean up, and I think that it's going to be a close one.
Well, it went 5 sets the first time.
Right?
It sure did. We'll see what happens here. We got a 3-minute break in between the sets, and we will be back with set number 2 right after this. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Mike Labossiere, What's Upper Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Furlan, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody, to the field house. Durfee boys have broke their huddle. About 50 seconds here left in the break in between quarters, but a close first set. Durfee winning it 25-20. Never felt like Durfee was gonna lose that first set, but Braintree made a couple runs, got it to within 2.
Yep.
You know, kept it close. But the Hilltoppers put some good, 2 and 3 point runs together at a time. And when you get those little bursts, you start to build your lead and get a little more comfortable rather than just constantly siding out. Got 2 alums working today with us, which is great. Always nice to have our former students involved in the productions as well as our current students. Daniel Keating is finishing up his, or has finished up his sophomore year at Hofstra.
Oh, nice.
And Zach Souza, who's working right now in the district as well, done with UMass Dartmouth, and working with us as well here this spring. Did some basketball in the winter time as well. Looking ahead, we would imagine, it is speculation. It'll depend on power rankings and how many teams are in the at-large based on records as well. Those who didn't make the 32 but won the top 32 but won their 10 games and whatnot. But I would imagine, given that baseball and boys volleyball are fluttering right around 500,
right.
It's probably safe to say that we wouldn't have a home game for any prelim.
Yeah.
Probably have to travel, which is, okay. We'll do it. As long as we have the crew to do it, we usually can.
Yep.
We'll see what happens there. But hopefully, it would be nice to have a playoff game at home. That is in, right on the line. Milford getting up there once again. I keep forgetting. He's come a long way, and I keep forgetting that he's not a senior. I'm so happy he's back next year. You have no idea. Because he's on soccer as well, right? Isn't he on the soccer? I thought he was on the soccer team. I know he's on basketball.
He plays basketball.
I thought he was on boys.
Soccer.
Big hit on the other side
nice
now from Lynn, answering the call, and it's 2-2. I thought, why do I feel like? See, this is what happens now. Like, I used to be like, oh, yeah, this one did this one did that, and this one did this. Well, now after my 11th spring season, it's starting to all blend, let me tell you. Point for Durfee. I have, let's see, do I have Durfee's soccer roster on here from the fall? I wonder if I do.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would feel like I remember going through the list with Tiberio and
Oh, great serve there.
big time.
You like when you get those serves, but not when they come at you.
Well, of course, right? 4-2 Durfee. Milford serves. That one goes out of play.
No.
Yeah, I can't find it. It's irrelevant, but I don't know. I feel like I remember the name. I'm probably getting it wrong, but who knows? I just feel like he was one that, I can always, Tiberio Mello has one of the most distinct voices.
Yes.
The very clear voice and his pronunciations of any of the, names that might be, more ethnic names, if you will. And so, like, I'm hearing his voice, and I feel like I remember him saying Milford, or I remember doing the PA as well for the pre-games, because I tend to do that in the fall outside, the starting lineups. But
Nice.
Chris can correct me after the game. It's all right.
Yeah, he will.
Good rally going
Yeah.
here. Third touch. Durfee will get it back. Gavin setting.
Nice.
And it is in between the blockers. 5-3.
That was a nice stretch there, both sides.
Yeah, that's a hard-fought point.
Those are the best ones. They're so fun to watch.
Well, you're on the edge of your seat
The whole
because
time,
you're
yeah.
seeing, constant transitions in, in possession. It's like, okay, who can defend now? Who can get the point? That's going to sail. An unforced error there.
Both sides have been
Yeah.
a little far with those serves today.
So 5-4. Should be 5-4. Let's see if they get the score on the board here. There we go. 5-4 in-house is good. Third touch, and nope. Oh, the Braintree bench there getting a little animated.
They're not happy with that, but.
It was I looked away. It was a double touch. I must
Yep,
have right.
she
Yeah.
called,
Yeah.
she called 2 on that.
The player jumping off the bench caught my eye. I never watched the official signals. Good block again up front. Granum and J.O. getting it done.
Nice.
And into the net it goes. And there's a double touch for Durfee. Not a usual setter, of course, in that situation. Anthony Jacobs. Blocked in front, flipped over by Matuzik. That was tipped, coming back, Gavin plays it. Oh, there's some, wow.
That was a tough one.
It was still going. Granum with the point. That was crazy.
I thought both of those players hit that ball.
I thought they did too.
That looks like to me.
So that would have been 4 touches, but that's all right. We got a Granum highlight instead of just instead of an unforced, Good serve, but it is waved off.
Oh, I think
what happened?
the players on the Braintree bench, I think they're right near the ball carts, and they were throwing or playing with the ball.
Playing with the balls. So Durfee had to serve again. Luckily, it didn't hurt them. Good job by De Silva to pancake that one. Now Gavin digs it out. Braintree a little bit out of system here. Durfee's going to get it back. Matuzik will set for Milford, who kills it.
That was a great play. Yeah, Chris has been doing so well. His form is so much better. His timing, he's jumping so high, and he's just getting a great swing on the ball.
Another block, not going anywhere. And Milford, one of the taller players on Durfee's team, so if his technique starts to really, improve like it has, you know,
he's doing a great job.
The height is going to be a good thing as well as we go into the timeout. Very entertaining match so far. A little different. The New Bedford match seemed a little stale, honestly. I don't know. It was.
I didn't get to make that one. I did see some highlights though, that Coach Kelly showed me afterwards, and
things just kind of ran out of steam in the third and the fourth there. New Bedford they really closed it out, and but this we're seeing really good efforts on both sides.
Yeah, it's great.
Long rallies, like we said, and that's what makes it a lot of fun here. You see J.O. waiting to continue serving here as Braintree will almost run out the clock here. All right, 10-5, Hilltoppers trying to continue their run here. Short serve, nice dig. That will be a point, and that stops.
It's a good spot.
Durfee here, and Braintree will get possession. Kind of an in-between there. Brady Lavoie had to step back a bit on it. Came in a little hot. Look out there, and
oh, he almost had that.
yeah, he did. But Durfee with the point. De Silva going to serve now.
That was a great story that they did on De Silva. I believe Channel 10 was here.
Yes,
did a
that's
story
right.
on him.
Yes.
He's been a great addition to the team.
Sure. I did see that.
That was awesome.
All my interviews with Brendan prepped him well for the networks because he felt right at home.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah, I was happy to see that. That was awesome. Another block up front.
Oh, fantastic.
Coming back. Can't block that one. Lots of power behind the swing from Justin Liu.
I'm watching Coach Kelly down there, and he does the same exact play that happened. The last point that Braintree got was in that same exact spot, and he was just telling them to pull your defense over and play your defense there, and then they hit it in that spot again. I could see it on his face. I was like, oh. I knew he was saying, that's what I told you.
That's funny. Now Milford with essentially like a dunk straight down.
Yeah, that was
13-7.
Oh.
Taking a little off there, Lynn trying to fake out the defense. They were not ready for it. He's had some big hits in this game. Poe will serve. Milford's coming back. Oh, he'll top. Oh, no, they weren't ready for it. Lots of spin on it. Kind of caromed off of Amaral. That's Braintree's ninth.
Those are tough. You got your setter right there, and then there's a little lack of communication. And I always tell my girls, just go for it.
Coming back, this time a little more ready for it. And oh no!
Again.
Oh, that one, unfortunately, that's on Brady Lavoie because he's on the back line. He shouldn't have been coming for it. That was Milford's ball all day. But that's all right. Shake it off. Lofted, going to be a tough play. Net violation coming against Milford as he lands on the top of it. It's a 2-point game here in the second. These serves are coming in like horizontal plane. They're not diving.
Nope.
It makes
I
it
know.
hard to try to loft them. That is just out of
Just out.
bounds.
Again, though, going for that sharp angle there and that
Yeah.
cut, and Durfee's just got to adjust that defense a little bit.
Milford serving from the near corner, working this side, just inside the antenna. Lynn! But it is, oh, it's in! Right on the line, apparently.
Wow. I figured that was in, but that was straight down.
Yeah.
That was straight down.
No
that
defending.
that was impressive.
No defending
that.
that.
was impressive. Yeah, no, there's just those times that you can't do anything about it unless it just lands on top of you.
Well, that too, right? De Silva
That's a great
plays it
pass.
again. J.O. to Poe. Lynn again. This
There we
time
go,
it's
there we
blocked.
go.
Punched at by Amaral and Govan. That's through the hands, straight up. Third touch now. De Silva will send it over, and the Durfee Hilltoppers will play defense. Back to Lynn. Blocked and buried. 14-13.
It's great. They're getting their hands and everything, but if you notice, they're going straight up in the air. So then that causes that ball just to fall right in front of them, unfortunately. They're really going to penetrate that net and push their hands on their side of the net.
No, that's a good point, because you're leaving that spot there. See, like
Right.
that, you saw J.O. kind of pushed his hands forward, so it doesn't end up coming down.
Right, and as you jump.
14 all.
Ooh.
Carry called, and
Yeah.
we are tied up here in the second.
Bit of a carry, and I see that she told him that she kind of brought it down too low.
It was 10-5
Oh, that's a tough one.
at the timeout. Since then, Braintree has outscored Durfee 9-4 to pull even. 15-14 as Volpe gets in on the fun.
Braintree definitely has the momentum right now, and
Coach Kelly
we just
going
need
to
one
the
big play.
Yeah.
Just stop it here, and they can turn it all around.
Coach Kelly went for the vitamin water. I think one more point, we might have a timeout for Durfee. Let's see. But you're right. Got to get out of this rotation.
Yep. There we go.
There you go. $15 all. Cameron DeMello into the game. He will serve.
Good serve there.
That was close to a bit of a collision and multiple players touching it at one time. Oh, my goodness.
My goodness. That was a tough one.
Seeing some odd miscommunication. We have not seen this in
That was
quite
a
a
tough
while.
time. I'm not sure who J.O. was setting on that one, and it was definitely behind the 10-foot line. And at that point, your back row should be getting that, but we got to kind of control that set a little bit better.
Now 17-15, Braintree with a 2-point advantage. And that will give it back. Lynn sending it into the net. Govan will serve.
It's a good serve. Oh, tough one. You knew that was going to sail as soon as he turned his body and his hands were facing us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was Justin Liu. Good serve there from Jack Gutierrez. And Braintree with the point. Gutierrez will go back, and now a timeout for Durfee. My, how things have changed here in this second set. 14-6 run for Braintree to pull ahead by 3 late in the second. Durfee now into the timeout. Got to figure out in a hurry what's not working, because Hilltoppers started this set pretty strong.
Yeah. But I think they can come back from that. Little miscommunications, I think, are the biggest thing right now. But the defense, they got to play defense. They got to be more aggressive on their defense. Think that ball's going to them every time, you know.
And they were in the first set.
Yeah.
They were playing more aggressively defensively.
They're stuck on their heels a little bit, but that can change.
Gutierrez will be back to serve for the Womps. Gavin plays it in the back. Thought for a minute it might have been going out, but it started to die, so made the right decision there. Oh, Gavin takes that one off the chest, able to play it. Back to Braintree it goes. Setting up Lou.
Ooh, short.
Granum.
Oh,
that was,
and he was in the net.
It was deflected, actually.
33.
Honestly, I thought they didn't call it, but I thought there was deflection. There might have been after touching the net.
Yeah.
And that, but the net
Possibly,
violation came first. But the ball seemed to take a direction, a different change in direction. J.O. with the serve. Good serve. And the Womps will have to dump it off. Hilltoppers can set and try to finish. A fake from Granum. Milford buries it. I'd like to see them get them back to doing that. They were doing a lot of fakes.
They need some more movement on the court.
Exactly. Yep. Granum goes up and then Milford trails or vice versa.
Great serve.
Strong serve. 1 point game. Lou has it tipped back to him.
That's when Anthony is great with that hang time.
Yep. Faking out again. No. Slaps it back. Lou inbounds. Durfee unable to pull even. Lou has not moved from that spot. He's had that left side of the net for the last, a number of points. Rotation the way it's worked. Granum on the far side, can't get it over, it's blocked. Third touch, slapped at and sent over. Braintree wanted the double touch there. Everybody wanted it. Very close to the court though. Kind of surprised.
What was that?
And a card. They're giving a card here.
Yes, the coach. I don't think that Braintree's too happy with, I guess, the lack of call that she's not calling on Gavin. They're assuming that it's either a carry or a double.
Yeah. But even the players, though, they're like right on the court. I mean, Durfee's back.
Right, they should be
in
line with their bench.
Yeah, and they're not.
Where they're supposed to be.
And they're not. Blocked. Good save there by Volpe. And more miscommunication for Durfee. 23-18. Now Volpe will serve. A junior captain for Coach Stannard.
Nice.
Milford gets it back for Durfee. Volpe coming in. De Silva will play it on the back. Govan setting. There's a good hit there from DeMello. Close play. Right back.
That's a great job.
23-20. Timeout. Coach Standard asking if I think how many she had. And using a timeout here. 23-20. Durfee still with possession. They will serve. One more game yet for Durfee tomorrow.
On the road, right?
On the road again, right? Bellingham.
Bellingham,
Yep.
that's it. I knew Brendan told me that today. I forgot.
6 o'clock game, and honestly, having to go to Bellingham at the time we get out of
Where
school.
is Bellingham?
Bellingham is up near Boston.
The boys play a lot of different teams than we play, so.
Yeah, it's in Norfolk County. It's up near Franklin, up 495.
All right.
So decent drive.
Yeah. We played Braintree as far as the girls go.
Yeah.
That was a pickup of last year, but.
Yeah, but you have so many more opponents down this way.
Down this way,
It's just
yeah.
so different.
The only problem with us is we don't. Not many are Division One.
It's
So Braintree is Division One, so we were able to pick them up, which was nice. Oh, nice.
Oh, and they stay with it. No, you're absolutely right, and that's one of the challenges. So you have opponents down here, but they're not at the level that you guys should be playing, in my opinion, as a D1 team.
Right.
Because then you get to the tournament, and you're seeing D1 opponents that you haven't seen all year.
Yep.
Brendan and I were talking about this during the basketball season. It's kind of the same thing, and the power rankings can help you play up as much as you can. I mean, at least that's my feelings on it, but what do I know? I don't make the schedule. It's a one-point game. The only schedule I make is the broadcast schedule, but I got to wait for the main schedule to come out before I can make mine.
Yeah.
So Hilltoppers and De Silva trying to tie it up here in the second after it's been a little bit of a discombobulated second set. Volpe lets it fly. That's going to hit the scaffolding. It is in play. Milford off the hands. Volpe with the lift. Lynn into the net. Govan digs it out. Matuzik will set. DeMello flips it over. Right along the net. Tough play, and it's going to fall. There was contact at the net. I think Braintree might have gotten away with one there.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
They reached over first, and I saw the net move. Set point for the Wops here in number 2. Milford gets it back.
Great.
It is still set point, but Durfee can control. Matuzik will serve. He served out the first set. Good guy to have back there right now. Look out for Lynn, and that's the second. Game 2 goes to Braintree by 2 points. Really kind of a weird one, to be honest with you. And but we now have ourselves a 1-1 match. 25-23, Braintree taking the set. We will take the break. Set number 3 up next at the Fieldhouse. Stay with us. Watuppa Rowing Center is uniquely located on South Watuppa Pond in Fall River, the only school of its kind in the region, tuition-free and open to all.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, we're really looking for you. There's so much potential here, guys. Like, you can be a part of something so cool.
South Watuppa is a non-tidal freshwater pond large enough to accommodate a 6-lane race course. For most of the year, we are out on the water, and during the winter months, our rowers head inside for strength and conditioning.
I thought it would be a good idea just to try it, and I came here and now I'm stuck, I guess. I love it.
We would like to have athletes or kids that want to learn to row, no matter the background, because that is how you get the diversification. This is a sport that can fit anybody who wants to do it.
Our schedule is flexible. When you are ready, we are here. We want to make you the best you can be.
We're kind of up and coming. What we want is to make sure that rowing is accessible to anybody and everybody who wants to try it.
From your first practice to your first regatta, our experienced coaches will be there to support and encourage you.
WRC fight!
I've been looking for a new hobby, so I tried it out the summer program and I really liked it.
At first it's going to seem real hard, but the more that you do it, the easier it gets.
Student rowers learn hard work, dedication, and integrity, vital skills that directly transfer to real life off the water. Crew is the ultimate team sport.
Ready and go!
When we get in that boat, we know we all have to watch out for each other, make sure we're all doing our jobs, because each part of the boat has their own job. And if you're not doing your job, then someone else is going to suffer.
Rowing can be another course to higher education. You might even be eligible for scholarships.
Our goal for us as coaches, right, is to build that foundation right now, get those kids, get high school kids, get middle school kids that might like to do it, and hopefully they love the sports as much as we do, that they want to take it to the next level.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, there is so much to see, so much to learn, and so much to love, and it's right here where you live. For more information, visit our website at watupparowingcenter.org. Welcome back, everybody, to the field house as we get ready for the third. We'll reset the scores as you see, 25-23. Was the final from the second set, and that was actually Braintree. They took that second set. We are tied 1-1, and Durfee should be serving here because they served the first. They served to open the first set, I should say, so it should be their ball now. And got to clean up some of these little errors and these kind of mental breakdowns. It was not something we've seen much lately, and the first set was awesome. The second set started great, and whatever went on in that timeout for Braintree, it clicked. And I think, honestly, Durfee gave that second set away.
Yeah,
they had
agreed.
Too many points that were given away, and they only lost it by 2. That should have been Durfee's set. We'll start off ahead here. Third touch. Oh, that's trouble. Right through the hands of J.O. Tried to flip it with 2 hands. Came in at a weird angle. 1-1. Softball for Durfee, as I said earlier, they ended yesterday.
Yep.
Diamond, big hit there from Granham. Diamond, though, had a game today, and they still have a game tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So interestingly enough, they had back-to-back-to-back games this week,
well,
and Durfee, though, was done.
Too.
And that's true, yeah.
They played yesterday, they play today, and they play tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So Durfee's softball team, though, and part of it is, and I should explain, is that, the regular season is done. They only did 18 because they're going to the Cardinal Spellman tournament. So their last games are not going to be here and not part of just the regular season. So in that case, it makes sense. But and Diamond's still in it. But now they got to win their last 2 to get in. So I'm not sure. We'll see how. We don't have any updates on score or anything right now. Obviously, they're probably just finishing up, or just did finish up. So, but Coach Kathy Noversa's Lady Bengals trying to get in the tournament. They've had a tough go of it lately with the loss yesterday. It's I think it's 5 in a row now that they've lost.
Oh, no.
So that kind of took them back a step, obviously. They were above 500. 5-2. High arcing serve that time from Matuzik. Oh, not good in front there.
Tough one.
There you go. That's Milford. That's more like it.
It's a great swing.
Well, with this week being, we're calling it senior week, really. You know, next Friday, kind of hard to believe, but graduation already.
No.
You know, it seems like seniors are in later this year than usual. I mean, to be out.
Somebody said that to me the other day, and I was like, I feel like
I remember
before they had like 2 weeks between when they were done and when their graduation was.
At least 2 weeks. This is like really weird to be.
It's real quick.
You're in school till Friday.
Yeah, they're here till Friday,
and
26th.
then you have next week is a short week anyway because of Memorial Day. So you're only out 3 school days before graduation day.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah,
It seems
I feel like
very
there was
late. And I
always
mean,
time between.
we went to school in August. I figured they would have been out sooner. So I don't know. It seems late. I remember being out after the second week of May. You know, here they are, the final Friday of May.
I'm too old. I don't remember.
My gosh, that's funny. I mean, we're getting out early. I mean, think about it. We're getting out.
This is the earliest we've ever gotten out since I've been working here.
Before Father's Day.
And I'm here for it. This is fantastic.
Yeah. I just hope the weather's good because, like, you know, the thing is, you know, going back after Labor Day was always the thing. And August's weather and usually the beginning of September's weather typically is nicer than June.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, like, for me, to me, it's hard going back in August. I'll be honest with you. I'm just saying, we're talking about it, I'm going to be honest.
Right, and for me, it's easy just because volleyball starts anyway.
See,
so
you're
I'm
already in the mode.
Here, yeah.
But, like, how much do these kids gain by 2 school days and then a long weekend and then back at it?
Right.
And that's just, I mean, I don't teach. I'm not a teacher here. So I'm not in that environment, that side of things. But I know to get reared up to go back to school and it's not even September yet, the mindset for me, it's tough. It is tough. You know, it is certainly nice that before Father's Day we're done this year. That's great.
Fantastic.
But I hope the last 2 weeks of June the weather's fantastic because we've had Junes where the weather's been horrible.
Well, even lately it's not.
You know?
It hasn't been that great.
No, I mean this week has been beautiful, but it's not, obviously it's not super hot yet. It's still only May. But I don't know. I guess I have mixed feelings about it. I wouldn't mind getting out on the 20th if it meant we had that whole last week of August and we weren't here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I like to go to New Hampshire for bike week, so.
But see, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I mean, there's two sides.
Selfishly.
No, but there's 2 sides to everything, and the getting out early certainly is nice. So, yeah, you know, we'll see. We can't control the weather, so I mean, it is what it is. But it shortens, to me, it shortens the summer. I guess that's kind of what I'm getting at in that respect, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You look at August, say, oh, last month of summer, and, you know, then we go back in September. But that hasn't been the case. And I'm trying to think, it's been a few years. I feel like there was a year that was mixed in where we did go back around Labor Day, and then we went back to the August thing a couple years ago. And I can't remember why, but there's a reason for everything, I suppose, you know.
True.
But in all of that, graduation, of course, will be live on Fred TV, Channel 9, and live streamed
and
as
on
well.
a new field.
On the new field. Hopefully no damage is incurred or anything like that. No, and I say that because my class was the first class to not be allowed to have outdoor graduation here.
Oh, really?
Because of the new field.
Oh.
Because we didn't want chairs and heels and people walking on it and whatnot.
Yes,
and
no heels
it wasn't
on the
until
new
COVID
turf.
that we had graduation outside. We went
Right.
13 years
Right.
because of those fields not having graduation outside.
See, I had the the old grass field.
I know. So I hope that,
Back
maybe the newer carpets, it's different materials now, things improve. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. But truthfully, I think it's nicer outside. I mean, you obviously the weather, you do have to worry about the weather, but I always thought graduation was better outside. So I'm glad we're getting back to that. Because in here it's awful. This is the coolest this gym has ever been in May at this time of the year. Usually it's hot in here.
Right.
It's actually very comfortable.
It's been comfortable.
But for graduations, we've had graduations in this gym where you're pushing 85 degrees. It was disgusting. People passing out.
Yeah, that's
not good. So I'm glad it's outside. Glad it's outside. 14-9 the score. Durfee up by 5. We know what happened last game when they were up by 5. Didn't end well.
Keep it right
Keep
here.
it rolling. De Silva's had a good day as
great serving.
In the serving, off the net, and it's good. Now graduation 7 o'clock next Friday, a week from this Friday, the 2nd. From right here at Durfee, of course, and we'll have that coverage for you.
Oh, good. Play that.
No, it hit the.
Oh, it went on their side. Oh, that was tough. And
well, actually,
so
the net is on our side.
No, so used to be before they redid the gym here.
Yeah.
That the curtain was actually on the Durfee side as of right now. It was closer. When they redid everything, it is directly over the net right now.
Yeah.
However, the ball went past the actual top
it went over
curtain.
It. Okay.
Yeah, so it was on top, so it actually went on their side. Coach Kelly's looking at me. Really? That's what happened?
Yeah, it hit the scaffolding.
So if it would have, if it would have hit the actual gray curtain and just bounced back, it still would have been good and playable. But unfortunately, it went up into the scaffolding on the other side there.
That's all right. Milford just got it back.
Yep, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Look out, Lynn. Fires coming right back to Braintree.
They're going to, I thought they were going to go back out to him again.
They should have. Volpe in the back line playing it and didn't get too much on it. Now Milford with the point. Bounce off the bleachers.
That's what Durfee needs to do right now is just keep on giving that ball to Chris Milford because
timeout.
He's hot.
Braintree using another timeout here, down by 7 in the third. Durfee has corrected their problems from game 2 for sure. Trying to go up.
Offensively, they're doing very well. I mean, we're setting the ball well. We're hitting the ball very well. So we're just going to have to keep that up and make sure that the defense is doing their job right now.
Coach Brendan Kelly in the huddle with his Hilltopper boys. Not going to use much of the time. No need to right now. Things going well.
Yeah, keep this momentum going.
Braintree still huddled up. The boys talking on their own. Coach Stannard had been out of the huddle now for the last about 25 seconds. Durfee will have control, maintain their control here as we come back. And Matuzik will continue to serve, or will go to serve. Here's Lynn, and that is going to be in right on the corner of the court. Good positioning, nobody there to defend. And Braintree gets one back. Nice dig there by De Silva. That serve was falling right off the table. Setting up for Lynn. De Silva there off the deflection at the net. Milford flips it over. That looks like a clean hit to me. Braintree didn't like it.
They didn't. They're
not liking anything.
That quick push there. But that one looked totally fine. Nice
Trouble.
spot.
19-11.
That's a good job. It's funny sometimes when I was coaching the boys, they always thought they just wanted to hit the ball. They wanted to hit the ball so hard, you know? And then a play like that, if you see that open spot on the court, sometimes you just have to tip. And you
go for it.
You don't need to hit it as hard as you can every single time. You need to find the court.
Another timeout quickly here for Braintree. This is not usually what you see, to go from one timeout right into the next one. But Coach Stannard using another, down now by 8. It was 17 to 10, excuse me, at the last timeout.
Recruiting some scorekeepers down there.
I know, you see him. This game, this match running long. Gonna go at least 4, we know that. Milford to serve. 19-11 Durfee here in the third.
Good serve.
Going with the soft touch again in that same spot. Braintree ready for it this time, but now heading into the net, and it gives Durfee their 20th point.
Great serve again.
Look out, coming back. Nice job by Govan to get a hand on that.
Just one hand there.
And to not hit the net, by the way, as he's
know.
sprawling towards it. Will they get it back? No. Great effort there by the back line. Really great effort. But it is a 10-point lead. Substitution here. I haven't seen too many subs for either side, honestly.
Not at all.
That was a rare one to actually stop play for a substitution. We haven't seen it. That one to the court. Lynn gets one back. The point for DeMello.
When is tennis senior night?
You know what? I'm not sure. I wasn't told, honestly, so I'm not sure. It could, that could be from that. Yeah,
I think
all right.
that is a big cutout of, of one of the seniors from tennis. I'm sorry.
We both looking at each other like, what is that?
What's that in the background?
Granham with the point for Durfee. That's funny.
The things that distract me.
Wow, it distracted me too. I said, what are we holding here? What are we walking in with? It's a cutout of a human that's bigger than the human carrying it. So
Let's see who it is.
I know. 23-13 as that one misplayed by Durfee. That's into the net. That's trouble as Aiden Lau can't get it over. He just subbed in. Set point for the Hilltoppers here in the third. Good clean over. Coming back, what a dig!
That was a close one. Again, being ready on that defense. I think Durfee's kind of standing up a little bit, and
the net had some give there. It let it go over. Big swing.
Nice.
Back line, Milford takes care of it. J.O. wants the point. Nice dig on the backside for the Womps. That was Lynn. Granum trying to finish the third, cannot.
Good. Keep moving here. There you go.
Matuzik for Granum. Done with the third.
Nice.
The Hilltoppers with a statement here.
That's a nice one to come back after that last game. That's really great.
12-point Game 3 victory for Durfee. And they take the lead back 2-1 as we head to the fourth. We'll see you on the other side of the break with the fourth set from Durfee.
Hi, I'm Kristen Cantara Oliveira. I'm a member of the Community Preservation Committee and the Historical Commission. Welcome to the Lafayette Durfee House.
I'm David Jennings, curator. Built in 1750, this is one of the best living history representations in Massachusetts.
Judge Thomas Durfee, the original owner, was also an admired patriot. Judge Durfee made sizable purchases of equipment and weapons to outfit Revolutionary War soldiers, including his own son. Generals and Minutemen frequently met here for secret and strategic military planning.
But by the 1970s, the home's significance was largely forgotten and it was slated for demolition. Preservationists rallied, first to fund the restoration and secondly to resurrect interest in the heroic Durfee family.
The original frame and foundation are intact. Craftsmen worked tediously to repair or replace decorative elements.
Visitors are encouraged to handle artifacts and work alongside artists. The Lafayette Durfee House is included in the National Register of Historic Buildings and exceeds standards of the Secretary of the Interior.
However, time continuously ravages the one-of-a-kind structure. Grants from the Community Preservation Committee, as well as monetary contributions, spearhead the efforts of tireless volunteers.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Hi, my name is Laura Ferreira. I am the Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As the school year begins, we want to remind everyone of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are here for a reason, your safety. Please use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic and escort you safely. Drivers, please use caution when entering a school zone. 20-mile-per-hour speed limits are strictly enforced as mandated by state law. By being respectful and patient with one another, we can all arrive at our destination on time and in one piece. Thank you for your attention. If you have concerns or questions, please contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
Welcome back, everybody. Game 4 of this best-of-5 volleyball match about to get underway. The Hilltoppers taking back the lead, up 2-1 after that great third set, a 25-13 victory in the third. You just saw that PSA there with Laura Ferreira, our Director of Traffic and Parking. And I know at the end she says, let's have a great school year, and that's because we did this for September. But with the weather now really being great in this last month of the school year, you know, more and more kids walking to school, crosswalks, school zones. You know, I got passed by somebody in a school zone that had to be doing like 40, honestly, on Eastern Avenue at Watson School. It's one of the worst spots.
Oh, really?
So, you know, let's slow it down. You know, it could be the kid of somebody you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, So Laura, the director of traffic and parking, and her department asked us to get that one out again here in the spring. So, yeah, let's try to be careful as much as we can. There's so much construction going around in the city. These roads are a mess. I don't know how you could go 40 on them and not be bouncing around.
Not at all.
President Ave is like, oh my gosh, it was like driving off road for a while.
Yes,
we literally
it is
were.
right now.
Yeah, lots of construction, road work, and whatnot going on. It should be 3-2. Or is it 4-1? I thought it was 3-2. I thought there was an extra point to
well,
Braintree.
The first point Braintree scored, it was a short serve. Then
Right.
Durfee missed their serve, so we were at 1-1.
Yeah.
And then.
And now 3 straight for Durfee.
Yeah, I believe so.
I miscounted.
I believe so.
That's okay. 4-1. And a quick timeout here by Coach Stannard again. Now she'll leave
right away.
Yeah, and she leaves the huddle. So the boys will talk amongst themselves. But 3 straight timeouts used by Braintree. Quick start here in the fourth, though, for the Hilltoppers with the 4 points. Volpe coming in. That's going into the crowd. 4-2. Harrison Poe will serve. Govan serving low. Low serve. I said low serve, low set, but the violation going against. Well, that came in hot from Milford. Holy
serve.
cow!
That made me nervous because I was like, that's going to hit the top of the tape.
Yeah.
And
man, laser
just
show.
missed it. That was great.
Laser show without a bat.
Woo,
that one
hit
skips
it
over.
It's a good serve, though.
Volpe again. That's in. 6-3. Falling fast. De Silva down to his knees. DeMello gets blocked by Lynn. And Gutierrez. 6-4, and Dion Lee back to serve. That's going to sail out of play. 7-4. DeMello with the serve, a short serve. Good set here. Look out for Lynn. That was a Volpe, excuse me, trying to get it into the net. Kind of tough being a lefty out on that side of the court,
it is.
right? I mean,
it is.
It's kind of like a righty on this side because you're hitting from out of bounds, really.
Right, you're hitting across your body. And
8-5 as that one goes into the net.
Too many missed serves to start this game on both sides.
Setting up Granum, big hit, punched
cover.
at. Now Govan sends it back. It's coming to him again. Nice job to stay away from the net. That's gonna sail, and Durfee gets it back. Good heads-up defense from the Hilltoppers there. Some quick reactions to keep that in play. gets into the net, a misfire. And it looks like
taking
another
a
timeout. My
She's
goodness.
done with her timeouts. That's a quick.
I have never seen anybody run out of timeouts. It's only the 4th set.
Well, no,
I mean, well,
in
two
this
for,
game.
Yeah,
in
this game.
in this one set.
But
so
still,
you get
like,
2 each one.
I
But
guess
that's
I should.
early.
That's what I meant to say. It's early in the 4th
Early
set.
to be using both already. I think she used one. It was what, 4-1.
Yeah, right at the start.
Right at the start.
So 10-5. And Braintree using the timeout again. I mean, for Braintree, they need this game.
Yeah.
They need this match at 8-10. They lost yesterday to Newton, and they lost last Thursday to Natick.
Right.
So tomorrow they got Wellesley. And if they lose today, they're not getting to the tournament. So a lot riding on this one for them as well.
Yeah.
Govin back to serve. 10-5 Hilltoppers here in the 4th. Another great block.
I think that went off of Anthony's shoulder or possibly
Oh, you know what?
face. I don't think it actually was off of his hands. It went off his forehead.
Because I looked up the Braintree bench there and say they're tapping it in their head. That must be why he's letting the hair grow a little bit, a little more cushion. You know?
Well, I mean, he's getting up so high at the net. It's true. I mean, that's what you want.
Because last year he was kind of a buzz.
Sure, yeah.
And maybe he wanted
a little bit of a cushion there.
That's funny. 12-6, that goes out of play. Matuzik was coming for it, but
that worried me for a second.
It worked out well because Govin was right in position.
Yep. And that's where that communication, you have to be talking to your teammates. That was Jack's ball all day. I would have, if I was a setter out there, I would have done the same thing. And if you're in that spot, you've got to take that ball.
Deflected. That was off the fingertips. It's going to be a tough play, and into the net it goes. Braintree will have it. Lavoie coming in for J.O. 13-7, comfortable lead for Durfee right now. Volpe back to serve. And Lynn in the back line right now. Milford gets the point. De Silva will serve. That last point, I could understand where there was some not liking the calls, because that was not just a hit. That was kind of a pushing away.
Right.
So that one I could see. Some of the other ones that Braintree didn't agree with, I didn't see too much there. But that one, Lynn will send it over on the third. Milford winds up and unloads right in the corner there on the court for the kill.
It's a great, great spot. If you can turn and get down that line, it's very tough for your libero or whoever's in the back row, in that middle back to get to that corner.
Falls in. Now, I mentioned the records. Obviously, depending on Braintree's strength of schedule, even if they finished, 9-11, if they win tomorrow, there is a chance they could still get in based on the power rankings and where they're at in that respect. So it doesn't mean they're done if they lose today. It just means that they have to wait and see how things shake up. So they can't just say, "Oh, we got our 10 wins and we're in no matter what." Let's wait and see where we are. So they'll be at the mercy of how everyone else finished and how their strength of schedule matched up with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't mean they'd be out of it if they cannot come back in this match, but the road will be a lot more difficult. That's in play.
Great up. Yep, they got to make that adjustment there.
Oh, into the net.
And that was a nice rally going,
it was.
too.
16-10. And Dion Lee will serve once again for Braintree. The big guys up front for the Womps. You got Lynn, Volpe, and Gutierrez, but that
dropped quick, and
it sure
we
did.
just weren't under it.
But they got who they want at the front there for offensive. Good reach from Govan to get over that front line, but look out now. Volpe, tough play that is. Oh, that might have been coming out of bounds. 16-12, 3 straight now for Braintree.
This is where Durfee needs to shut it down right here and make something happen.
Blocked, coming back.
Cover that.
That's it. One more point, I would maybe think a timeout.
Yeah.
Good dig there. It's coming back off the net, off the tape.
We got to play defense here. And
Volpe.
There we go.
Comes right back. And they'll set again. This time going to Lynn. De Silva once again playing the back. Blocked, coming back. Who wants it? Nice save.
Nice job.
J.O. And the kill for Lynn. It's a 2-point game. Timeout, Durfee. I had a 7-point lead. 5 straight for the Womps. So tomorrow, Wellesley will head to Braintree. 5:30 match for their season finale. And for Durfee, traveling to Bellingham, as we said, a 6 o'clock match tomorrow. But, you know, Durfee wants to get it done here. They've won 3 in a row. They swept DR. They beat Brockton 3-1. They swept Taunton yesterday. So it's been a good stretch for the Hilltoppers. They've won 7 of their last 11 games. So once again, like I said, finishing the season strong, but still some business to attend to right here. And Braintree's on a good run. You got to get this rotation switched out right here. Try to get a point. Milford plays it to Govan. Govan setting up DeMello, who got some huge elevation there. My goodness. Volpe sends it back.
Nice.
Good block.
There we go.
DeMello with both hands.
That's what they needed.
And now he'll serve. Short serve.
That one scared me.
Poe digs it out. That is in. And Braintree gets it right back. Lynn once again. Now he'll go back to serve. Now they call it.
Yep.
Haven't called it all game.
It's I feel like it's more often when Govan sets back.
Actually, that was the second time they called. They called it way back in the first. That was better.
It's on that back set. That was nice though.
Back to a 2-point game, and Govan will serve. Poe with the dig, setting up. Good block, gonna be a tough play. Poked over, De Silva keeps it in.
Great get.
How about that reach? That was close to 2 guys, Granham and J.O. Out of play. No deflection. Durfee with the point.
I feel like Braintree's been asking for that touch each time, but
yeah.
I don't think anyone even went up for that one. So
Govan will continue to serve. Volpe, big time hit off the front line. Good serve there from Gutierrez. Granham drops it in.
Nice.
20-17.
I feel like he gets up so high and you can see those spots so,
Yeah.
so easily, you know? But that's all he needs to do, you know? It doesn't need to be that big swing, like we said before. He just needs to put the ball in play right now. And when it's a close game like this,
yeah,
you need every point. You just need to put the ball down.
That is a misfire from J.O., a rare miscue for him. Control back to Volpe, who will serve for the Womps. Still down by 2. Milford gets it back. Going back to the screen.
I think this front row right now is what's going to do it.
Well, and De Silva's serving, so that's a good thing.
Right, a great server back there. You have a strong front row.
Misplayed by Lynn, right through the fingers.
Yep, this should be 3 straight points right here.
A little more power that time from De Silva. That's a double touch. No argument that time.
Good, there we go.
Nice job by Milford. Now he'll try to get it back.
Nice.
That is going to be out of bounds.
That was tough. I couldn't really see
Yeah, it was
where I was, but
that's a
it
good
was
call.
gonna be in.
No, that's a that's a good call. It was just over the line. Lou will serve. Not before he goes to work on the laces. That's coming back. Lavoie had to dig it out. Lynn. Nice play by De Silva. Look out! Andrew Madden puts it down.
We have a big front row for Durfee here, some great blockers, so they're going to need to get their hands up right away.
Yep.
If they're seeing that ball go over.
Watch out for Lynn. There you go, got your hands that time.
Right.
Matuzik will set for Milford!
That was great.
That woke the crowd up a little bit.
I think he surprised himself with that one.
Yeah. Matuzik will serve. He finished off the first set.
Nice.
It is match point for Durfee, and this next point would punch their ticket to the playoffs.
Oh, I didn't think there was a touch on that, but no one called anything.
No.
Woo! That was a nice up.
Oh, it's still in play.
It's still in, it's still in.
Govan will set.
There we
Welcome
go.
back to the tournament. The Hilltoppers win it in 4 and will play in the state tournament.
Awesome.
For the second straight year. 25-20, the way they finished the first set, with Matuzik serving and the score as well.
That was a great game.
It was a great game. That was a good way to bounce back, because that last, that second set, you know, things were a little,
I That was a tough one.
It was, yeah. So, I mean, that's just fantastic the way Durfee closed it out. They really put together two solid games in a row. They win it 3-1, the final score here over Braintree. They sweep that season series against Braintree, and they effectively make it a lot more challenging. We don't know if Braintree's going to be in or not. You know, it depends on tomorrow and the strength of schedule. But, you know, from a record standpoint, Durfee, in a way, eliminated Braintree by getting to the tournament themselves and picking up that 10th win.
Awesome.
So, congratulations to the Hilltoppers heading back to the tournament here in 2023. Kelly, been a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me once again.
Hey, maybe we can get a tournament game.
I hope so. I hope so. As soon as we
I'd
know,
love to join ya.
as soon as we know where we're going and when, we'll do our
Be
best
awesome.
to get there, of course. Folks, check back to our page here tomorrow afternoon. We'll let you know if Durfee's going to get that first game on the baseball field on Thursday at 4. So check back with us, and we'll have that information for you tomorrow. For our crew tonight, Zach Souza, Daniel Keating, my broadcast partner, Kelly Bullier, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee.